All right, guys, let's get some NBA picks and props for Sunday, February 25th slate of games. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I gave out a loss. That's because I gave out the Magic -6.5 going up against the Pistons. They won the game on a buzzer beater and one from Paulo Banchero, but that means they only won this game by 3 points, and so they did not cover. It was very tough to watch. They controlled this game, but the Pistons, they fought hard to keep it competitive.
Yeah, I am 0-0 right now. I gave out the Timberwolves at home -7.5 going up against the Nets. They were down by a couple points at half. I believe they were up by 5 points last time I checked early in the third quarter. So they're making a little bit of a run here. Hopefully they can put them away, win by double digits at home there. Trey, let's go to the props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, and I'm 0-0 here. That's because I gave out Mike Conley to go over 9.5 points versus the Nets. Before we recorded, he was at 8 points pretty early in the game, so he only needed one more bucket throughout this game, so I have a lot of confidence.
Yeah, and I had a 1-0 day. Josh Hart for the Knicks. The Knicks lost by 20 plus, I believe, to the Celtics, but Josh Hart, he had himself over 19.5 points plus rebounds. I think he had 15 plus points in the game. So, and he also had 7 rebounds. So he did cash the over pretty easily. Kind of a no sweat bet there for Josh Hart. He continues to be him. So I love Josh Hart. Let's go over to the group play from yesterday. Bad pick here. I just broke it down. Knicks plus 6.5 at home. I thought they were going to come back a little bit in the fourth quarter. They cut it to 9. But the third quarter was just too much. The Celtics were too much in the third quarter. Knicks could not recover. So we both took a loss on the NBA group play. Trey, let's go to the group play for tomorrow. Your Lakers in action, going up against the Suns. The Suns -4.5, over under 239.5. The only man I've ever known to sit out after the All-Star break, LeBron James, in the first game. Have your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I had a lot of people going at him and saying, why is he playing against the Spurs and not the Warriors? Well, the Warriors game was a road game, and he was at home versus the Spurs, so maybe that gave him a little bit of extra break that he needed, and I feel like he's going to show up here in this road game. Call it bias if you want. I don't care. Give me the Lakers here plus 4.5. This game is huge, huge, huge for the Lakers. They're just barely behind the Suns in the Western Conference standings, and they know that they need to keep stringing together wins. LeBron does not want to make the play-in tournament. He wants to make the playoffs, and I think that he needs to just keep stringing together wins. And they had a big win against the Spurs in their last game. They did kind of falter without LeBron going up against the Warriors, but I think that they're going to turn it back to where they need to win games here against the Suns. And I'm not really liking what I'm seeing from Phoenix. They're running out Kevin Durant at the center the majority of the time, and if they do that here in this game, Anthony Davis is just going to dominate him, barbecue chicken in the painted area. So give me the Lakers here, plus 4.5 versus the Suns.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on the Suns. We're like 65% done with the NBA, and I still don't know if this team's like a top-tier team. I just don't know yet. They've got the guys to be a top-tier team. I don't think the Lakers are very good. I've said that many times. LeBron James, kind of on the downslope of his career, great guy. I just don't think the Lakers are that competitive of a team. So I'm going to take the Suns here, -4.5. They've got prime players, the big three, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker. They get this done on their home floor. They're going to win this game by 5+ points. So I'm going to take the Suns, and we're going to split on the group play. Trey, let's go to our plays for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be attacking maybe one of the best games on the slate. It's going to be the Sacramento Kings game going up against the Los Angeles Clippers, and I'm very excited to watch this game. This game has always been fun to watch. We all remember last season's matchup, whenever the final score is 176-175. And the Kings, they enter this game with a 32-23 record. They're also 28-26-1 ATS. Sacramento, they're also 16-14 on the road this year. And the Clippers, they come to this game with a 37-18 record. They're also 29-26 ATS. Los Angeles, they are 20-6 at home this year. The Clippers, they've been elite at home, and they've also been elite since they acquired James Harden, and I do expect that to continue here in this game. Give me the Clippers. I'm going to buy a half point and take them at -5.5 here. I'm also going to be taking the over 238.5 total points here in this game. These two teams, they've actually already played twice this year, and the Clippers, they won and covered both games. They won those games by an average score of 125-108. And if the Clippers can score 125 points here again, and the Kings can reach 115 at least, I feel like the over is going to hit pretty easily, and the Clippers can easily cover this small spread because Los Angeles, they can rack up the points pretty quickly with their three studs in Kawhi, Paul George, and James Harden, but their backcourt is pretty leaky with James Harden and Trey Mann, whoever they throw out there next to James Harden on any given night. So we're going to see Malik Monk and De'Aaron Fox pretty much be able to do whatever they want in the backcourt, and I think that's going to push the point total up to a pretty high number here, but I think the Kings are not going to be able to have enough firepower throughout this game to compete with Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and James Harden guys. And the Clippers, they're going to be able to pull away throughout this game. And the Kings, they've just not been able to close games out on the road this year. They love lighting the beam, and they can't light the beam on the road. So give me the Clippers here, -5.5 versus the Kings, and the over 238.5 total points as well.
Yeah, Trey, I like both those plays there for you. For my play today, we're going to be looking at the Denver Nuggets going on the road to face off against the Golden State Warriors. I think the Warriors are playing like they did back in 2016 and 2017. So I'm going to take them here on the money line. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is on this play and see if this Golden State Warriors team's actually trying to make a playoff run. They've looked really good out of the All-Star break. They have 2 back-to-back wins against the Lakers and the Hornets. They took care of business in both of those games, and they did it in very different ways. The first one against the Lakers, they scored 128 points. And the second one, they only allowed the Hornets to score 84 points on the defensive side. Stephen Curry, he's been playing some of the best basketball of this season, and he's getting a lot of help from Andrew Wiggins, who's really stepped it up towards the end of the year now. And I also like what the Warriors did with Klay Thompson. I know it wasn't a popular decision, especially for Klay Thompson coming off the bench, but it does help the second team out a lot. And Thompson was not playing like a starter anyway, but since coming off the bench, I feel like he's been a little bit better. I like this Warriors team, especially at home tonight, going up against one of the best teams in this Denver Nuggets squad. And I want to see what they're made of this season. I love everything about them right now. They're clicking on the floor, especially the starters. And whenever they bring Klay Thompson off that bench, we're still seeing some production out of him scoring for that second team. Give me the Warriors here on their home floor to win this game outright against the Nuggets as the play. Trey, let's go to the player props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to stay in my game. I'm going to give it our same game parlay here. Give me Kawhi Leonard to go over 25.5 points versus the Kings. I really love this over for Leonard in this game because I want to see him dominate here versus Sacramento, and I believe that for a few reasons. The first reason why I love this over is because we're kind of getting a nice discount line here for Kawhi because he's entering this game with some negative momentum, only averaging 18.2 points per game over his last 5. But I kind of like that because that's given us this nice discount line for Kawhi, because I believe that he's going to reach 30-plus points here versus the Kings. That's because his matchup versus Sacramento is a pretty juicy one. Sacramento, they don't really have anyone that can guard Kawhi. They're going to try to throw Harrison Barnes at him, and that's just going to be barbecue chicken. And we've seen that throughout this year because over his last 5 games versus the Kings, Kawhi, he's averaging a massive 32.2 points per game, and he's hit the over 25.5 points in 4 out of those 5 games. And I expect Kawhi to just have another good night here. As the playoffs come closer, Kawhi, he's going to continue to turn it up a little bit more because he knows the Clippers, they need that home court advantage come playoff time. So give me Kawhi Leonard. I'm going to take him to go over 25.5 points versus the Kings.
Yeah, Trey, I like that one there. For my player prop tonight, it's a pool party. Give me Jordan Poole to go over his shot attempts going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. A little bit different here. Jordan Poole, he was benched after the All-Star break, and in his first game as a bench player coming in with the second team, he managed to put up 19 shots. Nobody can stop this man. The only person that can stop this man is Father Time and maybe a freak injury. First game off the bench, I'm going to remind you here, 19 shots in the game. He scored 21 points. He played 23 minutes in a blowout against the Thunder, and I'm going to take him to continue to shoot until somebody just keeps him out of the game permanently. On the season, he's still scoring 15.8 points per game, but he's shooting 39.6% from the field, his worst in his career besides his first year with the Warriors as a rookie. And he's never shy to shoot his shot, shooting double-digit shots in 5 of the last 6 games, 15-plus shots in 3 consecutive games, until somebody permanently keeps him on the bench or he's out of the NBA. I'm going to take Jordan Poole to be confident in himself and pull the trigger multiple times and go over his shot attempts as a play. If the shot attempts are not out, I'm going to take the over just because of the pure volume we get with his shots is ridiculous. Give me Jordan Poole over his shot attempts as a play. If that's not out, over his total points. Trey, let's go to the graphic. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going with the Clippers here, -6.5 versus the Kings. It's actually -5.5 now, and I love that even more. Also going with over 238.5 total points in this game. The Clippers, they're the better team, and I don't have any confidence in the Kings at the moment. And I'm also going with Kawhi Leonard over 25.5 points versus the Kings. He's been dominating Sacramento over the last couple years, and that's going to continue here.
Yeah, I'm going with the Warriors on the money line on their home court. Show me something. Show me something, Golden State. And then Jordan Poole over his shot attempts. Again, if it's not out, give me his over points as the play. Guys, that's going to do it for the NBA plays and player props for Sunday, February 25th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure drop a like in this video and subscribe channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Super Bowl. We also have 12,000 subs coming right around the bend. We're at 10,200. We're going to give away 2 tickets to anybody to any game they want. NBA, NFL, college basketball. It doesn't matter. We can wait until the new season for NFL. Any game you want to go, whenever we get to 12K, we're going to have that giveaway coming up as well. We also have a new game. It's going to be Trey and myself versus the Bear Pack. You can call it Pros versus Joes if you want. I don't really like the name because I don't consider us pros. I don't consider you guys Joes. But Trey, if you want to go to the YouTube channel, this is how you guys play. You're going to go to our YouTube channel. You're going to hit the community tab. We've been in the community tab a lot this season. You're going to go to the community tab. We have our plays for the day. So obviously the intro is not going to have plays for today, but these are our plays for our next video. It's the Pelicans -2.5, the Heat -5, Quinnipiac -4.5, and Wisconsin -10.5. Those are Trey's and myself's plays. What you guys are going to do is pick which one you think will not hit, meaning you're going to fade us, which is Pros versus Joes, which is the game called, but you guys are going to try to pick which one is not going to hit. If you guys win, you're going to get a point. If we win, we're going to get a point. We're going to run it Friday through Friday every single week. Whichever team has the most wins, so 4-3, 6-2, whatever it is, that person or group will win $50. If the community wins, we're going to do a wheel spin for the community. If we win, I don't know how we're going to get our cheddar, but you guys are just going to have to subscribe, I guess, more. But that's the game. Hopefully everybody understands it. Trey, let's get into the video. Look at the leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You can click that. There's two options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube, and it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,